It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Even in the legs go a bit jelly legs. That's fine. Good. Control the breath. Big. So we'll build up the breath holds to start with really easily. And we'll give ourselves something different to do to recover the breathing, so we get to experience what's it like to either make it harder, improve the how well we can expand, and then also use that rib movement that we've just tried to like create more space. Like, how's it like to try and do that when we're recovering the breathing a bit? So it'll be normal breath in, normal breath out, pinch the nose. Hopefully you're not going to fall over on the.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, and then let's just count you in your head. Count your like as if it was steps. You count your cycles and go for maybe like 10 to 15. I'm going to time it in terms of seconds. Okay. So when you're ready, nice and relaxed, normal breath in, normal breath out. So it's not a big breath, just normal in, normal out. Pinch the nose and count maybe 10, 15. Yeah, stay and relax. Swallow if you need to swallow. Just holding the breath for a little bit, and we're going to build these up. Good. Okay. So how many was that?
15. Oh, wait, was it 10? 15.
Yeah, and that was like 7 seconds. Okay, so we'll build these up gradually. In the recovery period now, hold on a second. I'm going to give you more rest. Just once you let go, we're going to breathe in through the nose. And I want you to try and get that breathing to like that quiet, low down diaphragmatic breathe in. Like get it regulated to that. As we now challenge the breath hold, when you let go, the first one's going to be a bit more like that. And we're going to try to make it less short, sharp and vertical, and more from lower down and calmer and horizontal. Yeah. So if 10 to 15 was fine, go for like 20, 25 when you're ready. Good. Now time you in seconds. Good. Swallow if you need to swallow. Nice. That was 9. How many cycles?
25.
Cool.
25 single leg. So
yeah, that's cool. And then regulate the breathing. I'm being a little bit naughty in that when I ask you how many cycles it was straight away, how well you can talk to me gives me an idea of how challenged you're breathing. Because if you're really struggling, do you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't be able to talk very easily.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we're going to start to I want you to start to challenge it far more now. So at some point you'll want to swallow. Let yourself swallow. Your ears might even want to pop. Yeah. That's fine. I want you to get to the point where the diaphragm, because as you hold in the breath, oxygen's going down, CO2 is rising. At some point, that CO2 level rising is going to trigger the brain to tell the diaphragm to commence breathing, to breathe in. And I want you to ignore that. It's going to contract, and you'll feel it contract, and you'll feel a bit weird, but just keep going and see if you can make it. It will go away, and then it will come back for a second one. I want you to see if you can see where that point reaches for you. Okay, so just regulate your breathing nice and quiet to start with. Want to be nice and relaxed. So making sure that you are breathing, check in with that diaphragm, breathing from low down, breathing quiet. Smiling helps us relax. So like nice little smile before you go into your breath hold. And then when you're ready, I'm going to push it a bit further now. You might go to like 30, 40, something like that. Good. And you can try to sort of challenge it now. I want to make this a little bit, push it a little bit. So swallow in a swallow, relax. When the diaphragm does contract, it's fine. Just hold on to the breath. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Just a bit of CO2 buildup. Nice. So regulate that breathing.
I just felt that like that just mainly goes to my legs,
Okay, yeah. There'll be a bit of that, yeah. And you're still ticking the leg, we're not resting in between these breath holds at the moment. You're still letting the legs tick over. So that's obviously challenges your recovery a little bit more. How many cycles was that?
I think I nearly got to 40. It was 30 I'm pretty sure I screwed up the 20 and 30s, but I think it was actually close to 40.
Okay.
We'll go again.
This is one of the things. There's a few things I like about the breath holds. Okay. One is that if I asked you now, count your cycle, like you wouldn't without holding the breath, counting would not be a problem, right?
Yeah.
The cognitive demand of like I'm doing this thing, but plus oxygen is reducing down. The cognitive demand, and in our races, as you as a triathlete, when we're fatigued, we make little mistakes sometimes, technical things, not because we don't know how to do them, but just because actually the body's fatigued. So challenging you to still be able to cognitively focus whilst you're in a state of, I know you don't feel tired now, but when you do the breath hold, it is depriving the body of that oxygen. Okay? So I want us to try and get far closer up towards like 30 seconds, which is going to be a bit of a challenge. Okay. So that was 40. I need you to try and like push yourself maybe to like 50, 60 this time. Okay. It's going to feel, I'm going to give you a bit more rest. It's going to feel like a challenge. And your diaphragm, did the diaphragm contract on that last one?
Yeah.
Okay. It will come and then it will go. When it does come, don't do this. Don't tense up and tighten. You need to relax. So let your shoulders sink down. Try to just let that diaphragm relax. It's just going to come, but it will go away. And it's not that you're running out of oxygen. That is just a signal from the brain that CO2 is building up. That's helping improve your tolerance to carbon dioxide, which will help your lactate threshold as well. You're getting that as a bonus. Okay. So, and this is then going to be, your breathing after this should be really quite challenged. Yeah. Okay. Smile, relax, being relaxed helps us to, that's it. And when you're ready, normal breath in, normal breath out. Good. Keep going. It's fine. Swallow, we need to swallow. Just hold it, let the cheeks puff out, let the ears pop, keep going. Don't give up on it. Just keep going. Promise, it'll be fine. It's just a bit of CO2. Good, man. Keep going. Show me what you've got. Nice. Good. And I can hear the breathing now. Regulate it. I can hear it. Okay, that was like 20 seconds. Much better.
So they're at 53.
Nice. Okay. So having a target is massively going to help. So we are going to go more than 60 on this next one. Okay, we're going to go a couple more.
But it's definitely getting easier and easier as we progress as well. Yeah.
A little bit more like when you start to make it, like when you're warming up, like a minute rest in between. Some challenging ones like 90 seconds to 2 minutes. We want your heart rate to come back down to a bit more of what your base level's like as well. And remember, you're ticking a lot. Like if you're doing some like stronger ones, like for before you like running work, then we can have times of being stationary like before, which we will do probably for your last one. For this one, so you notice how you're breathing when your first couple of breaths, I could hear them. That give us challenge. So what I want you to do is we're going to just give ourselves the chance on this one to recover our breathing as quick as possible, to give you that practice of like, right, my breathing's out of control. How do I get my breathing back as quick as possible? How do I recover as quick as possible? So for this, taking the biggest breath in, bigger and slower, is going to be the most efficient way to help us recover fast. Okay. So we practiced before those like 3 levels, and it's going to be even easier for you to get that in by letting it come in through the mouth. But we're not going to pant like that. We're going to go. And then, so do one mouth, and then you're going to go nose in, mouth out. Then your third breath is going to be nose in, here. So those 3 levels, and then nose out. And then you should be back to normal. So we're going to go mouth.
So mouth.
Mouth in, mouth out. Then mouth in, nose out. Then nose in, nose out. But the focus being using that rib expansion, always starting from that lowest portion and gradually getting that lateral expansion, but on the way up. Yeah. Okay, so mentally prepare for you've got to get over 60. It's going to feel weird, but you've had more than 2 minutes rest now, as we talked about that. Yeah. So nice and relaxed, smile. Don't look down. Try to, when you're outside doing stuff like this, like it's great to look out at like nature and like a panoramic view. The wider you can make your vision, the more relaxed the body will be. It helps with that parasympathetic. Okay. When you're ready. Normal in. Normal out. Big breath. Then go. Just relax, relax, relax. Smile. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Swallow. Let the body swallow when it needs to. Let the cheeks puff out if you want to, or pop. Let the ears pop. That's 10 seconds already. Keep going. Keep going. You're going to get to 60. The diaphragm contracting is fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Even when the legs go a bit jelly legs, that's fine. Good. Control the breathing. Big. So big, big, big. Go big. In, big, out. The nose big. Nose out. Good.
That I felt weird say like I was good, and then just the body just and just came boom.
So we're probably getting to the point where it's like so now just stop cycling. We're going to do one more, but I want you to, so you could just stay sat down.
Yeah.
But don't actually pedal. I'm going to give you a chance to. Right. So now look, I can see and you can feel your breathing. Try to bring that back down. So nose in, nose out. Go bigger, but think about laterally. And then gradually be able to bring it down the size of it as well. How many did you do? How many cycles did you go through, do you think, on that one? Did you count?
I think that one was like 40, like high 40.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it was slightly less. It was like 18 seconds.
Yeah.
Right. So this one, because you get to the point where you're not just going to, like, you were like, okay, it's getting better, it's getting better, it's better. It doesn't just go like that, like forever, yeah? So you've reached that point.
Yeah.
And all I'm doing now for you is making you come right down to base level, because we're now you're not pedaling in your rest period. And you'll probably get the longest one now on this. But do you notice how we said right, this is what we're going to do to our cover of breathing. We're going to go big. We're not going to go we're going to go big, and then we're going to get and we talked to how we're going to do it, and you're like, yep, got it. And then when you really push stuff, and it was like you heard the air like spit, and like yeah. So this is the thing with the breath holding is, in a very short space of time, we made your breathing go to a completely erratic state because of the level of oxygen and CO2 that we created, like that anaerobic state without oxygen, yeah, and high CO2.
Yeah.
And the way your body wants to respond is like that. And you are choosing to do this, so it's a way for you to go, right, I know my body is going to try to respond like this. I'm going to respond like this. And when you're doing that breath hold, you can be thinking about you know it's coming, I know it's coming, let go. And it's like, try to be calm, okay? But so this is something for you to practice, okay? And then the one we're going to do now, which is going to be your strongest one time-wise, you've had 2 minutes now and you've been stationary, so you will go for longer on this one, yeah? Is you're going to breathe through one nostril. So I want you to just check which nostril feels clearer.
Left one does.
Okay, so you're going to use that one for your recovery.
Okay, so as soon as I go to breathe, I'm just breathing left.
If you can, you might find that like the first one is like too bad, and you go, oh, I'm going to do two, just like that, and then I'm going to come. And if you have to do that first one, and then go to it, in time, you will get good enough. You can go straight to it. What is this doing? Yeah. It's making the resistance even. So there's 50% more resistance, nose breathing to mouth breathing, and that's resistance the diaphragm has to overcome and therefore get stronger. You chop that again in half, so it's another 50% harder going through one nostril. So that we were talking before at the beginning around diaphragm fatigue or the endurance of our diaphragm, like strengthening the diaphragm, like any muscle. The diaphragm is a muscle like any muscle. We just need to add some resistance to its job. So making it harder. This will also change psychologically how you, don't be under no illusions, this is going to be intense, but the psychology you and your mind has to your brain's response to this high level of CO2. You'll be like, I can't do this. I feel like I'm drowning almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so psychologically, we changed our relationship with that feeling of air hunger. This feeling of I need to get more oxygen in is the feeling, but actually the sensation is coming from the high levels of CO2. Okay. Right. Expect yourself. So I know we got to 53 as a big, expect to get to 60 now. Yeah. It's much easier starting from rest. You'll feel the difference. Yeah.
So I start riding again and do.
No, you're going to go. You're going to start from rest. So get yourself nice and relaxed. It'll be normal breath in, normal breath out, pinch the nose, and then start pedaling.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And expect to get to 60, if not more. Just smile, relaxed, normal breath in, normal breath out. Off we go. Good. And start cycling. Count those. The first few are going to feel nice and easy. We start at the rest. Swallow when you need to swallow. Relax into it. Relax. Any tension around the chest, just relax down. Relax, relax. The diaphragm contracts. It's fine. It's fine. Let it contract, but then let it go. Let anything sink, that tension sink down. Sink down. Keep going. Keep going. Good, good. You're over 20 seconds. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Get to 30. Get to 30. Good, 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 good. Nice. Really good. Manage that. Yeah, manage that breathing. That was 28 seconds. Really good. 30 seconds is that marker we're trying to hit for, like, where the research shows it's like spleen contractions happen to release more red blood cells. How many cycles?
66.
66. There we go. Told you. Boom.
Yeah.
I like that. And
that's such a different feeling as well.
Yeah.
Like the whole experience is a lot different then.
Yeah.
You
actually coped really well with that single nostril. I think your breathing was most challenged on the previous one. That's actually where you found it the most intense. Yeah. But then this is where there's a little bit, the art of breath holding in for training and stuff is part of it is getting, like, psychologically getting there to be able to do it strong. If, like, we mentioned this before, that if we're going to try and elicit an adaptation to the body that's like when being at altitude, this to this hypoxia, to this low oxygen and high CO2, like, it needs to be strong in order to get the body to do that. Yeah. Nice. So, like, you can do that. You talked about how you can do it in the pool before swim sessions, on the bike, think about, like, how this could be part of my warm up. And then you can work on, like, the quiet, slow diaphragm breathing anytime you're doing, like, the lower level stuff, and in between any breath holds that you might do, and in a cool down. And then, before running sessions and stuff, it's done on your feet, walking, jogging. Same principles. Same principles apply.